Have you ever wondered what would happen if you were stripped of everything your friends, your family, your distractions? What would you find staring back at you in the silence? Most people would crumble under the weight of their own thoughts, their own reflection. But you're not like most people, are you? The real question is, do you have the strength to face the darkness within you? Can you stand alone in the void with nothing but the echo of your own heartbeat? Being alone isn't some punishment, it's an art, a skill most are too terrified to learn. We live in a world where people drown themselves in noise, desperate to escape that creeping feeling of solitude. But what they don't understand is that the noise only drowns out the truth. Silence, that unbearable silence, is where you meet yourself, your real self. And not everyone is ready for that encounter. But if you are, you'll discover something that most never will: true power, resilience, the kind that doesn't need validation or approval, the kind that doesn't beg for love, for attention, for acceptance. Because when you've mastered the art of being alone, you've mastered yourself. Let's get one thing straight. Being alone doesn't mean being lonely. Loneliness is for the weak, for those who depend on others to fill their emptiness. But to be alone, truly alone, requires strength. It's in those moments of solitude that you forge the most unbreakable version of yourself. You've faced your demons, stared into the abyss, and instead of running, you've learned to walk in its shadows. You've learned that the world is not going to save you, and that's okay. You don't need saving. You need yourself. You need to embrace the silence and let it teach you. People fear solitude because it forces them to confront who they really are. In a crowd, they can hide behind the masks they wear for others. But when you're alone, there's no mask to shield you. And that's where the magic happens, when you strip yourself bare, face your fears, your flaws, your failures, and realize you're still standing. That's when you become unstoppable. There's no criticism, no rejection that can shake you. You become resilient, untouchable, because you've found your strength in the one place no one can take away inside yourself. This world loves to tell you that you need others to survive. They tell you that solitude is dangerous, that it'll drive you mad. But they're wrong. It's in that madness that you find freedom. You're no longer chained to the opinions of others, no longer shackled by the expectations of society. You're free, truly free, because you've learned that the only approval you need is your own. That's the art of being alone. It's not a curse. It's liberation. But don't get me wrong, this path isn't easy. It's brutal, unforgiving, and most will never even attempt to walk it. They'll spend their lives running from it, chasing empty relationships, distractions, anything to avoid being left alone with themselves. But you're different. You're ready to face the darkness head on. You're ready to find out who you really are when the noise fades and there's nothing left but you. So ask yourself, are you prepared to walk this path? Can you embrace the silence and let it teach you what no one else can? Or will you run like the rest, too afraid to confront the truth of your own existence? The choice is yours, but I'll tell you this: only those who've mastered the art of being alone truly understand what it means to be strong. Only those who face their inner darkness can unlock their true potential. So if you're ready to stop running, if you're ready to stand tall in the face of your own reflection, then embrace the silence, embrace the solitude, and watch as you transform into something far stronger than you ever imagined. Subscribe, like, and remember, true strength doesn't come from others. It comes from the darkest corners of your own soul.